the civilian employees of the U.S. Air Force. They're not in the military, yet they take the same oath. They don't wear the uniform, but they stand shoulder to shoulder with those who do. They're patriotic, hard-working Americans. They are the everyday heroes of Air Force civilian service. Forces joined.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the ultimate showdown of knowledge and strategy. Aim higher, higher pursuits. I'm your host, Ryan Schneider, and trust me, this isn't your typical episode. Tonight, we're flipping the script and raising the stakes by adding a whole new layer of fun with a Jeopardy-style showdown where knowledge, strategy, and a little bit of luck take center stage. For this very special episode, we're joined by three extraordinary AFCS talent acquisition consultants who are ready to flex their AFCS trivia muscles and share what it takes to land a rewarding career as a civilian employee of the U.S. Air Force. So without further ado, let's meet tonight's contestants. Contestant number one, the spotlight's on you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Ryan. It's a privilege to be here tonight. Hello, I'm Jess Bartley, a talent acquisitions consultant for the Air Force Civilian Service. My story with the Air Force began about, over 20 years ago, and it feels like it's about to come full circle, but I've worn many hats. Started about 7 years active duty, transitioned to be a traditional reservist, became an Air Reserve technician where I started my actual civil service time, and skipped over back to active duty as a recruiter. And then finally I retired in 2015, but my Air Force career just wasn't done yet. That's not my entire book, but each step of my journey has offered something very unique. From shaping my career and growing as a person, the Air Force has given me opportunities that I couldn't have dreamed of or even pursued. For the past 5 years, I worked as an AFSC recruiter, helping others to find a sense of purpose. And I've been so fortunate to have this experience. So it's not just about filling positions for me. It's about showing people their potential and connecting with them to help them find a career, maybe some similar to mine. Thank you, Ryan. Let's get on. Let's start playing.
Well, you have tough shoes to fill, Jess. Thanks for introducing yourself tonight. All right, contestant number two, Jessica's intro is going to be tough to beat. I'd wager her game strategy is going to be even tougher. Let's see what you've got. Would you be so kind to tell us what brings you here today?
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. It's an honor to be here tonight. My name is Steve Nelson, and like Jess, I'm also an AFCS talent consultant. And my journey with the Air Force also began over 20 years ago. I started as a jet mechanic working on A-10s at bases like Pope in North Carolina, Osan in Korea, and Davis-Monthan in Tucson, Arizona. And I spent 6 years kind of turning wrenches and learning about the ins and outs of these jets before shifting gears. And I then spent the last 17 years of my service in the Air Force as an Air Force recruiter. So from the San Francisco Bay Area to Washington, D.C., I had the privilege of helping candidates, whether they were enlisted, officer, or healthcare professionals, find their place in the Air Force. And so after retiring from the Air Force active duty, I knew I wasn't ready to step away from service completely. I worked with the Air Force Wounded Warrior Program at Air Force Personnel Center, and then I joined the Air Force Civilian Service in 2019. So now I help fill acquisition positions across the nation in roles like finance, logistics, and engineering. And so whether it's a digital project or in-person hiring events, I'm fortunate to help connect those talented individuals with meaningful careers that support the Air Force mission. The Air Force shaped my life in many ways, a lot that I couldn't even imagine growing up in Chicago, Miami, and Memphis. And even now, in my civilian capacity, I kind of find purpose in continuing to serve. For me, it's not just a career, it's a calling, and I'm grateful to be a part of something so impactful.
That's awesome. Thank you, Steve. We're glad you're here this evening. All right, contestant number three. Clearly, you have your work cut out for you with two very competent competitors. Tell our audience what sets you apart.
My pleasure, Ryan. I'm Lori Coleman. I'm also a talent acquisition consultant with the Air Force Civilian Service, and I've been here since 2017. I grew up in Delaware and joined the Air Force after attending college for about a year and a half. During my 20 years on active duty in finance and accounting, I managed everything from budgets and contracts to payroll and travel expenses. While serving, I earned my bachelor's degree in business management and later completed a master's in human resources management. After retiring, I joined the Air Force Civilian Service as the Pilots Acquired Internship Program, gaining experience in recruitment, employee relations, and more. Today, I help hiring managers find talent in fields like cybersecurity, IT, and engineering while supporting hiring events and special projects.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Lori. It's incredible to see the range of expertise that you bring to the table. All right. So now that we've met our fantastic panelists, audience, let's get to the fun part. Welcome to Higher Pursuits. It's a Jeopardy-style showdown where our contestants will tackle some of the most frequently asked questions about careers with Air Force civilian service. We'll go around the horn, starting with contestant number one, and keep on pinging them with questions until they get one wrong or move on to the next. All right. So our setup tonight includes 5 categories. They are AFCS's student programs, civilian careers in the Air Force, frequently asked questions, AFCS benefits and opportunities, and finally, what sets AFCS apart? Jess, since you're up first, why don't you go ahead and pick a category to kick us off?
Well, thank you, Ryan. Let me start with AFSC benefits and opportunities for 400, please.
All right, let's see what we have. This federal program helps AFCS employees save for retirement through tax-advantaged contributions and government matching.
What is Thrift Savings Plan, TSP, which is something I'm actually been contributing for my entire career.
Right you are, Jess. Awesome. The Thrift Savings Plan is a low-cost, tax-advantaged retirement savings plan offering federal employees and uniformed service members flexible investment options and generous government matching. All right, Steve, the game board is yours.
Thanks, Ryan. Let's go big and try AFCS's student programs for 400.
All right. Let's see. One offers undergraduate students a pathway to explore potential careers with hands-on experience, while the other provides recent graduates with structured multi-year training, mentorship, and career development leading to a permanent position with AFCS.
What's the difference between the PSIP, the Premier College Internship Program, and the PAC, the Palace Acquire Internship Program, one of the programs Lori was just talking about?
That's correct. Nicely played, Steve. All right, Lori, we're going to move over to you. Looks like we have a real contest on our hands.
They go high, then so do I. Okay, let's try civilian careers in the Air Force for 400, please, Ryan.
All right. When refined, analyzed, and utilized by seasoned professionals in this career field, the effects can be as potent as any weapon in the Air Force's arsenal.
Oh, what is intelligence?
Correct you are. All right, Lori, we've got a real barn burner on our hands. Y'all are tied up at 400 points apiece. All right, let's go back to the top of the order. Jess, the board is yours.
All right. Okay, let me see. I'll try some strategy here. Let's do civilian careers in the Air Force for 300, please.
All right. These civilians bring years of piloting experience to the classroom and cockpit, helping future Air Force pilots not just take to the skies, but own them. I know you know this one.
You know this one. What is a simulator pilot instructor?
That's right, Jess. AFCS's sim pilot instructors are pilots in every sense of the word, with pilot license or the equivalent military certification and hundreds of flight hours under their belt. All right, Steve, back to you. Choose a category, if you will.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Since there's still some big points to be had, this time I think I'll go for AFCS benefits and opportunities for 300.
All right. This program offers opportunities for paid education, mentorship, and hands-on experience to help launch careers in high-demand fields.
Yeah, this was in the last question a little bit. What is the Palace Acquire program?
Right, you are, Steve. At AFCS, innovation isn't just a buzzword, it's reality. Our civilian professionals are at the cutting edge of it every single day, working on technology and advancements that don't show up in the private sector for years. All right, Lori, you have your work cut out for you. Where on the board would you like to go next?
Okay. Oh, I'm in this contest to the end, Ryan. Let's go with frequently asked questions for 300.
All right. A little bit of a tricky one here. A photograph of yourself, your date of birth, and your social security number.
Oh, what items should not be on your federal resume?
Very good, Lori, correct. Believe it or not, audience, there are some things you can include on a federal resume that will prevent it from being considered. If you haven't already, be sure to check out our guide on writing a federal resume on our website at afciviliancareers.com/careers. All right, Jess, back over to you.
All right, let's see. I've been on a roll, so I like to keep that going. Let's go with the AFSC benefits and opportunities for 200, please.
All right. This program offers tuition assistance to help employees earn advanced degrees while working for the Air Force.
Ooh, what is Educational Assistance Program? This is a great program.
Great answer, Jess. You nailed it. All right. The Educational Assistance Program is a key resource for professional development. It's part of the U.S. Department of the Air Force's commitment to lifelong learning and career growth. All right, Steve, back to you, sir.
All right. Give me frequently asked questions for 200, Ryan.
All right, here we go. 11 federal holidays, 13 days of annual sick leave, and 13 to 26 days earned annual leave. Also, health, dental, vision, life, and long-term care insurance for you and your family.
Yeah, I know this one. Let's see the private sector match this. What are some of the benefits AFCS employees enjoy?
Nice work, Steve. We all love those benefits. All right, Lori, back over to you. You're up next.
Called frequently asked questions, so I'm going to follow Steve's lead and ask for frequently asked questions for 100, please.
All right. Where is the best place to apply to become a civilian employee of the U.S. Air Force?
What is AirForceCivilianCareers.com?
That's right. You know it, Lori. AFCivilianCareers.com, audience. Keep that one in your brain. All right. Back to you, Jess.
All right. I can't let that 300-point question just go unclaimed, Ryan. So give me what sets AFSC apart for 300.
Okay, here we go. AFCS employees get a sense of pride and satisfaction that comes from contributing to our national defense, as well as supporting the Air Force's mission. Knowing that your work indirectly contributes to the security and well-being of the country can be immensely rewarding.
Oh, how does being an AFSC employee connect you to the Air Force mission?
Well done, Jess. You got it. All right, Steve, you're up.
I can't believe this one's still up there, but I'll take it, I hope. Give me what sets AFCS apart for 400.
All right. The opportunity to work on cutting-edge projects like autonomous vehicles, artificial intelligence, and quantum computing falls under this category of career satisfaction.
Well, that's a mouthful. What is working at the forefront of innovation?
That's right, Steve. Yeah, it was a mouthful. All right, Lori, back over to you. Your turn.
Oh, I had my eye on that one. Okay. How about civilian careers in the Air Force for 200?
All right, here we go. Engine mechanics, hydraulic specialists, and dozens of other specialized occupations ensure the Air Force's aircraft are ready whenever called upon.
What are aircraft maintainers?
Absolutely, Lori. Wow, y'all are on a roll tonight. Not a single one of you has missed a question yet. Okay, Jess, back over to you.
All right, looks like we're getting to the nitty-gritty. I'll take what sets AFSC apart for 100, please.
All right. This ideology is expressed via a flexible schedule and paid time off, as well as earned annual leave, federal holidays, and annual sick leave.
Oh, what is a work-life balance?
Yeah. As far as answers go, y'all are 100% across the board. All right. Good job, Jess. Steve, back over to you.
All right, not a whole lot to choose from, so I'll go for AFCS's student programs for 100.
All right. This paid full-time 10 to 12 week internship program equips college juniors with real-world experience, working shoulder to shoulder with current AFCS and military professionals.
A lot of internship info here. What is the Premier College Internship Program, PSIP?
That's right. You got it, Steve. Very well done. All right, Lori, that leaves next question for you. What will it be, ma'am?
That way, I'll take AFCS benefits and opportunities for 100.
All right. This benefit lets certain employees buy back military service time to enhance their retirement plan.
What is military buyback for veterans transition from federal government to as a civilian?
Yep, that's correct, Lori. You got it. Well done. Okay, Jess, we'll see if we can keep this streak going. The board is all yours, and the game is still anybody's to win.
All right. Oh, yikes. I better go for the student programs for 300 points, Ryan.
All right, that's a big one. Here we go. This STEM internship offers one-for-one college tuition reimbursement, meaning for every year of degree funding, the student agrees to work for 1 year within the Department of Defense.
Oh, I know this one. It's the SMART program.
That's correct.
What is a SMART program?
There you go. There you go. Right on, Jess. All right, Steve, that's going to tighten things up a little bit. How are you going to respond to that one?
Well, I guess it is coming down to the wire, so I'm going to stick with student programs for 200, Ryan.
All right. This program was created between the Air Force and the Department of Labor and the Department of Defense to provide internship opportunities to students and recent graduates with disabilities.
What is the Workforce Recruitment Program, WRP?
That's right. You're correct, sir. And this is really turning into a nail biter. We've got one 400 question left. Lori, it's yours.
Okay, this is my big chance, so I'm going big. Frequently asked questions for 400, please, Ryan.
All right. Glad you picked it. This special hiring provision allows the Air Force to expedite the hiring process so it can more efficiently fill vacancies considered to be mission critical.
Oh, what is direct hiring authority? That's what we use.
Yeah, I know y'all know that one. Nice job, right you are, Lori. We call these positions hot jobs on our website, and you can find them on AFCS's Find a Job page, again at afciviliancareers.com/find a job. All right, Jess, the ball is back in your court. What's it going to be?
Thanks, Ryan. Give me what sets AFSC apart for 200, please.
All right. As a civilian employee, these types of opportunities grant you access to unique training programs, workshops, and educational opportunities that can enhance your skills and advance your career.
What are personal and professional growth opportunities?
You guys are the best. You haven't missed an answer all evening. All right, you're correct. Looks like this contest is going to be decided with this last one here because we only have time for one more question. This one's for you, Steve, for 100 points. They safeguard sensitive systems, develop innovative software solutions, and protect critical networks from cyber threats.
Yes, I've got this. Who are AFCS cyber and IT professionals?
Right you are, Steve. Congratulations. All right, so we had a perfect game tonight. That's all the time we have for as far as questions go. Let's take a moment to tabulate the final outcome. See who our big winner is. Jess, you scored 1,800 points. Steve captured 1,700, and Lori, you grabbed 1,500 points. Aside from being perfect, The game show definitely didn't need to determine that because I know y'all are professionals, but nobody missed a beat or a point. Jess, looks like that last answer was just enough to give you the lead and the win. So you're tonight's big winner. Congratulations. Well,
Thank
you're
you.
our audience. I hope everyone enjoyed this special episode and came away with some new and exciting information for the evening. Lori, Steve, Jess, thank you for taking your time and joining us, playing along this evening. This was a fun episode. First time we've done something like this in a while. So thank you for being generous with your time. Audience, to learn more about becoming a part of our AFCS family, as well as current job openings, be sure to visit, once again, afciviliancareers.com. Next month on Wednesday, February 5th at 6 p.m. Central, Living the Life Aiming Higher, we will be hearing from Air Force civilians on their key achievements and what they're most proud of with their time with AFCS. My co-host or my office partner, Cheryl Johnson, will be hosting, so be sure to join her. Again, that's Wednesday, February 5th at 6 p.m. Central. Space is going to be limited, so be sure to register ahead of time. The link to register is going to be in the chat. You can subscribe now or follow us on social to never miss a job opportunity or upcoming event. And you're going to find all our resource links on the main AFCS website, as well as a recording of this and every Aim Higher episode. You can go to afciviliancareers.com/events or /aim higher. All right, until next time, thank you for joining us. Have a great evening. And oh yeah, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Thank you.
Guys.